What is up, Heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Man, well, something in my throat there. Sorry about that, guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Apologize for being a little bit late. I was watching the second Matrix movie, Matrix Revolutions, I think, or Reloaded. I can't remember. The second Hero Wars. Hero Wars. The second Matrix movie. I come up to the end, like the very, very end, and I get lost. I get lost in it. Right. Such a beautiful world. Such a beautiful world. Remember that there is a new Matrix movie coming out very soon. Matrix Episode 4 or Number 4 or whatever. And I've just been kind of rewatching everything so I can get caught back up with all of the shenanigans before that movie comes up, which I think it does later this month, beginning of next month. I don't know. Richard says, aloha, Charlie. I'm back in Hawaii. Richard, I'm glad you're safe. Mike, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to the live stream. Tanya, D. Warman, rocking the ones and twos, clanging. Looks like Richard's watching on all platforms that I'm live. Osha, Ned S. Abdul Kadir, excuse me. Jin says Reloaded. Okay. What's up, Raging Turnip? I feel like I should watch those again, but yeah, the two later ones are definitely films that got me. Ristro, you know you're not wrong. The first one was glorious, and you know we were in high school, right? We were in high school when those movies came out, so we thought that they were so cool. But I was watching the second movie today, and I just couldn't help but think how silly the agents acted. Like, if I were a program designed to hunt down, like, awoken humans, or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call Neo and Nairobi and everybody, you know, all the cast, Trinity, Morpheus, I feel like my guns would have infinite ammo. If I was a computer program, I feel like I would design my avatars to have unlimited ammo. If it was in my game, right? Silly. The first movie was legit revolutionary. It's over 20 years old. The 90s were different times. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So I got caught up doing that. I do want to, I want to give a quick congratulations and a big, huge shout out to Charlie for cleaning up the yard. Today's free yard waste pickup day, so I spent all morning raking leaves and bagging up leaves. And then I felt gross and had to take a shower afterwards. So good job, Charlie. I appreciate you, Charlie. Anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. Michael, David, Finkelzo, Deepak, Alibaba, Sustan, Tunes, Dr. Topologist, Jiv, Topaz Blue, Danielle. It's good to see everybody. We may actually have a little bit of a truncated live stream today. See ya. Okay. Yasmin's still alive. Oh, there she goes. A quick announcement about the title of the video. I'm excited that due to feedback, partly because of me, but partly because of the other communities, that we shared on why Cleppy on Hero Wars Mobile quit working all of a sudden. Because you remember, guys, a little while ago I put out a video that Cleaver's putrefaction skill was adjusted, and then the timing of Cleaver's putrefaction skill and Peppy's boldness shield no longer lined up in the beginning, therefore nerfing Cleppy. Right? What's up, lady? Welcome back. But like they said, the unrealistic world they first created crashed, so they needed their realism to keep the Matrix going. True. No background for this video. Abdurham, can you guys not hear my music? I'll turn it up a hair. Just a little bit. So earlier this morning, or last night, the developers decided to lower the cooldown of Cleppy's boldness. Music was fine. All right, we'll lower it back down. All right, We're gonna take it back down a little bit. What's up, Vance? Okay, I've adjusted it a second time. Please give me feedback on whether or not you can still can or cannot hear it. Why is this Celeste level 130, but everybody else is level 117? That doesn't make any sense. All right. So it was announced this morning that Cleppy was repaired on Hero Wars Mobile. On Hero Wars Facebook and web, Cleppy still works. So I wanted to discuss today how Cleppy works. And unfortunately, mobile players, we're going to have to make this discussion happen on my Facebook account because I do not have Cleaver on any of my mobile accounts yet. Heal up. Did my Helios just dodge all of those? We're gonna double Helios ult to get a bunch of Boombas. I might as well put Thea to sleep. Good night, Thea. Fortunately, for the most part, everything is the same. Or very similar, I should say. Everything is very similar on Facebook and web, Cleaver and Peppy. Cleaver has got slightly better stats on... Slightly better skills, I should say, on mobile. But the recently upgraded Ascended skills on Facebook and web make a little different. But we're not going to be talking about either of the upgraded skills. So, well, we kind of are, aren't we? We kind of are. We kind of are. So let me burn this energy real quick, and then we'll go take a look at it. And then, like I said, I want to discuss how to counter Cleppy. Boom. Over to server 25. Here we go. So the way that Cleaver and Peppy interact. Cleaver is a tank. Obviously, he's a very difficult to get tank. Completely random. Impossible to get. I guess you could say. Impossible to get. And again, actually, let's start from scratch here. Let's start from the very beginning. So, as of... I know, I'm sorry I repeat myself. As of this morning, actually late last night, Peppy's boldness skill cooldown was reduced from 14 seconds to 11 seconds. And this is important because whenever Cleaver's putrefaction cooldown was decreased on Hero Wars Mobile, not Facebook, the shield, boldness shield, and putrefaction did not line up. So what happens here? This ability, Putrefaction, is it's Cleaver's green ability. He does pure damage to himself and any nearby opponents for 5 seconds. All right, and this comes in the form, like I said, of pure damage. You can tell because the damage is green here, which doesn't really make any sense, but it is what it is. Now, perfectly lining up with Cleaver's Putrefaction skill is Peppy's Boldness skill. This green ability casts a shield sphere on an ally for 4 seconds. Whenever a shielded ally receives damage, the sphere damages nearest rivals. So I have a problem with the wording on this skill. It doesn't actually say the tank, although it should. I'm not sure what the trigger is for Cleaver receiving the boldness. I don't know if it's always going to be the forwardmost ally. I don't know if it's the ally with the most health. I don't know if it's the ally with the most armor. I don't know what determines who gets the shield from Peppy. I don't know. But what ends up happening is Cleaver self-damages himself. He does damage to himself using that Putrefaction ability every half second. All right, this Putrefaction skill lasts 5 seconds. Let me find it again. Putrefaction lasts 5 seconds, and then effectively every 0.5 seconds, so 10 times, he does damage to himself. Every time he does damage to himself, not only is he doing pure damage to the enemy team, but Peppy's shield is doing that damage as well. So you can see how it's important that for that 4-second duration on the boldness shield, how that's important that falls within that 5-second window, right? What's up, Lem? Jenny, welcome back, welcome back. If I ever get Cleaver, it will be relevant. Yeah, perfect music level. Okay. So Cleaver Peppy. And Cleaver Peppy is very popular because Cleaver is a tank and Peppy is a mage. Of course, it's a mage, you know, whatever. But the fact that Cleaver is a tank makes it one of your tank choices, makes it one of the most important heroes for you to level up, frees up a lot of space in your existing team for support heroes or maybe a second combo. What I mean by that is if you take a look at my Kark team, generally speaking, this is Bob 1. Generally speaking, you guys know how I feel about Astaroth with Kark. Kark needs to survive to ult. Once he starts ulting, the fight usually is over. Once that train gets pumping, right? So I like to use Astaroth to revive Kark because Kark is often the one targeted by specific enemy teams designed to defeat Kark, thus giving my team the best chance to win. Now I have to pair Kark with Faceless or Kai in order for this team to be the most effective, right? So that's already 3 heroes out of the 5. Using Cleaver plus Peppy means that I can use another combo in there. It may not be as effective as if that combo was in its own situation, but consider that you could do something like this. Where's my Peppy? Is it right in front of me? Here, nope, that's Leon. There we go. So you have Cleaver Peppy and you also have Kark Faceless. Now this team is a little bit weaker for 2 reasons. First of all, you don't have the Kark Revive. So against teams that specifically target Kark, this team is going to be way less effective than the Astaroth version. And also you don't have a healer, which has its own, situations, its own problems. But now you have 2 sets of amazing team synergy happening right here. And you have a slot here in the middle that lets you swap out for whatever support hero that you feel that you need. Sebastian, Nebula, Isaac, Helios. If you do need that healing, you can throw it in there. Maybe you want to counter Kira, so you throw Leon in there. All kinds of different reasons for it. Right? So Cleaver Peppy, Cleppy, as it's called, is a solid team. They quick to fix Cleppy, been 2 years and Splinter still isn't fixed. Yeah, Assassin, we were actually having a discussion about that 2-3 days ago. Tim brought it up in our chat. And we're trying to get a priority list and a roadmap for updates. We're trying to get an idea, a framework, or a list of items that they're working on. Maybe not necessarily a timetable for when those items are going to be released, but we would like a list of some of the things that they're working on. To which Tim, Ultima Scout, the guy that runs the Hero Wars Mobile GOAT Facebook page, mentioned that there is still this Kira bug, and I get the feeling, nobody confirmed this, but I made the statement that the fact that they have not been actively looking into this Kira bug, this Kira Sebastian bug, makes me think that it's a low priority. And the reason why it's a low priority is because it would lose them money. It would cost them significant money. Think about all the people that have built Blender teams, that all of a sudden their Blender team sucks. Think about all of those players. They would quit. All of a sudden their Blender team doesn't work as well anymore? You kidding me? I'm out. So I think it's a low priority because of the cost issue associated with it. They want to put resources into things that will increase their revenue, right? Now the community managers, it's not up to them. I'm curious what that bug is. Tunes, the interaction between Kira and Sebastian causes Kira's piercing pain to proc more than it should. Yeah. So Kira does extra damage unintentionally when she's paired with Sebastian and will crit. So I guess it's Sebastian and Jet, since you need to be able to crit with Kira in order for it to proc. So how do you counter Cleppy? Well, this is how you do it. You use Aurora and you use Peppy. You still need Peppy to counter Cleppy. This is the primary way to counter Cleppy teams. Let me show you how. You guys are aware of the boldness skill. Where did you go? Oh my gosh. There we go. So boldness still comes into play here. Remember, boldness does magic damage. Boldness does magic damage. So if you take a look at Aurora, Aurora has Rainbow Halo. This shield partially absorbs magic damage. After absorbing a certain amount of damage, the shield explodes, damaging nearby enemies. So this will cause the shielded reflected damage from Cleppy because that's magic damage, that will proc the shield, causing a damage explosion. Aurora is only taking 15% of the damage from that shield. Now follow along with me, guys, because this is where it kind of gets a little bit complex. Cleppy's damage, the boldness damage, and the putrefaction damage is hitting Aurora. All right. Aurora is reducing the magic damage by 85%, but because of the boldness shield is reflecting damage, okay, back to Cleaver, and this violet ability is also firing off, okay, absorbing 85% of that damage and then reflecting a good amount of it back. But then the Cleppy shield, the Cleppy boldness shield, catches that magic damage, right, and then tries to reflect it again, to which Aurora reduces that magic damage back down to 85%. So round one looked like that. Round two, putrefaction and the boldness reflection and Aurora's damage reflection is going back to Aurora. Aurora is reducing all of that damage aside from the pure damage by 85% and then reflecting it back. This goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for the duration of those 4 seconds that boldness is up, usually causing Cleppy to kill himself. Abdul, I got Cleaver just by being lucky. By being lucky. You get him out of the heroic chest. So let's take a look and see what this looks like. Let's take a look and see what this looks like kind of in practice. We're going to do Cleaver, Peppy, and let's do Zhu and Nebula and Martha. All right, Cleppy test. So let's just do the same team. Whoops. Let's do the same team, but instead of Cleaver, we're going to use Aurora. All right, Aurora, Peppy, Nebula, Martha, and Zhu. All right. So once boldness starts, guys, that's the shield that's going to get applied to Cleaver and Aurora at roughly the same time. You're going to see Cleaver's health just drop, just dramatically just disappear, because how fast the damage is reflecting back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. The reason why Aurora wins this back and forth damage situation is because her violet ability is reducing that damage by 85%, or a large chunk of that damage by 85%. All right, so putrefaction goes off. We ought to see Peppy throw up the boldness shield here in a second. Okay, so Aurora got the boldness shield. Now Peppy's got the boldness shield. See how they're doing magic damage to each other, but Cleaver's taking significantly more damage. And he's gone. It's that simple, guys. If you can keep your Aurora alive long enough, yes, Aurora Peppy works on Cleaver Peppy, works against Cleppy on mobile as well. So now that the tank is dead, it's just a matter of cleaning everything else up. But if your team is based around defeating the enemy using that boldness shield, and by the way, guys, Cleaver Peppy is one of the original counters to the Twins teams. As crazy as that sounds, that was one of the main ways to counter Twins teams. So then as a Twins player, what you would do is you would put Aurora and Peppy in your team, and then you would beat the Cleppy teams. Which hero do you like very much? Abdul, my favorite hero is Kark. Assassin adds to the conversation. Peppy is not that great. Beat Cleppy with Jorgen and Yasmin. Near mirror team shouldn't be called a counter. I agree. So the way that Jorgen and Yasmin work, right, on mobile, I'm assuming, right? The way that works is Yasmin's going to basically always attack Peppy, right? And if Peppy is in the back, Jorgen is going to dump the damage onto Peppy if she doesn't have the lowest armor, which I guess she might not always have the lowest armor. She got that. She got the health skin here on Facebook and web. I wonder if her getting an armor skin as the Halloween skin for mobile. If she does get a Halloween skin on mobile, like we got one on Facebook, and it ends up being an armor skin instead of a health skin, I wonder if that would change that discussion, Assassin. I wonder if we would have to look at that a little differently. We already know that Jorgen is a much more prominent hero on mobile than on Facebook and web because of how much worse Sebastian is on mobile. Judges OP. I like to counter Cleaver with Leon. Yep, Cleaver can be countered with Leon. Cleaver can also be countered with Dorian pretty well. And then for Peppy, I use Sebastian. Who's calling me? Weird. I never get phone calls. Don't call me, guys. You can text me all you want, but don't call me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anybody. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Can you testing Aurora Peppy against Twins next? I feel like I want to build Aurora at mobile. I mean, I can't do testing on mobile, Andrian. I don't have the max testing on mobile, and Twins on Facebook and web are a little different. They operate a little different. Next event, Alibaba. I think that the next event is going to be a pet event. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Time of the Fearless. I know it's not quite time for Time of the Fearless yet. But I'm not sure that we're even going to have an event this weekend on Facebook and web. The next mobile event is going to be an Aurora Soulstone event. And that's going to go live in a day or two. That's going to go live after the Galahad event on mobile ends. But if you take a look at this, I mean, we have 4.5 days left. I don't think that the Facebook and web is going to get another. No. Michael, the next event on Facebook, I think there's going to be a pet event in November sometime. I think. Because you saw the tape. Samara from The Ring, 00. Man, you guys know I don't like scary movies. I don't even want to get into that. No scary movies for Charlie. I don't like that stress and anxiety. So does anybody... Oh, Dog Cow Army with the 730k Kark Galahad team. I think I'm going to have to use Helios here and hope that I can counter that team. Oof. I don't know what else to use. Maybe I should have used Nebula there. I am lower, and see... yeah. See, I knew that was going to happen. And now, unfortunately, the next person to go into this team right here is why did I use Helios? Was there a Yasmin on the enemy team? And I just got beat up. Oh, well, I took out the Yasmin at least. Unfortunately, the next person that fights this team is going to get destroyed by that charged up Kark. Yee. All right. Oh, I got confused. Charlie, should guilds plan for boss attacks in Asgard? I mean, yeah, I feel like weaker players in your guild should attack first. But I don't think we need to worry about it yet. Yeah, okay. Attack my tank. I don't think we need to worry about guild attacking strategy just yet, because we're also over leveling. Loop. How about we go again? Well, we have what, 4 or 5 weeks until it's really going to start needing strategy. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk about it. I guess we should talk about it. So I feel like Guardian 206 shared with me this information. You know what? I really want to copy that, Luther. Yeah. Let's throw up 2 armor artifacts so Faceless is protected back there. You gotta have fun in the games sometimes, guys. A little solar sphere floating over to... There we go. There we go. For Fenris, for Kark, depending on whether you want to buff damage or stun, Lars, I always suggest either Axel or Merlin. I like Merlin better on Krista. The Orman. But I don't play a Twins team, so I don't know. I see a penguin there in the live stream. Does the boss level advance this weekend after we kill it the first time? Yeah, I think it does. Cordy, I think Daniel said that once the boss is completely defeated, the boss level will go up. So I guess it is worth mentioning. Maybe I should mention it again, guys. Maybe I should do another video tomorrow morning or tonight. As long as people send your weak team, your weak guild members in to fight the boss first. Because if your overpowered players rack up the point, if somehow you kill the boss a couple of times, you're just gonna make it harder on your weaker guild members. Don't you choose the level of the boss? Michael, yes, but you can't choose a high level boss until you've unlocked the previous level. Let's go take a look at it. We can go look at it. We don't have to extrapolate. So Asgard, guild raid, boss selection choice, change difficulty. So you can see it's locked right here. To unlock this difficulty, defeat the level 65 boss first. So the idea is this first week, you want to try to get as many kills as you want to get up as high as you can early on as possible. Otherwise, most guilds are gonna take 5 or 10 weeks in order to get to the level 151. Yeah, I typically suggest Axel for Lars. Just try to keep him alive the longest. Yep. Don't you choose level? Let's see. Or perhaps King Biscuit could be good. I've heard King Biscuit with Lars is strong. I just don't know why anybody would level a Twins team on Facebook and web anymore. I don't know why you would. It's too expensive. I guess if you're going to try to do Tree of Wisdom focus, but man, the Tree of Wisdom just isn't that good for us. I'm going to look at this again. So this is an interesting comment. I want to do this video. I haven't had an opportunity to do this video yet, but in my opinion, you should not build team. Okay, so let's back this up. The Tree of Wisdom is the thing that you rank up. The Great Tree of Wisdom is where you rank up the whole role of a hero, right? You have the mage branch, the tank branch, the marksman branch, healer, support, warrior, and control. Before this system went live, before we saw the totals of everything, we were extrapolating. Remember that Teamfight Tuesday we did a couple of weeks ago where we were like, 2 tank teams are going to be the best. This is why the Blessed team is going to be the best, because 2 tanks, 2 warriors, and so the whole conversation of Ascension, at least in the Great Tree of Wisdom, revolved around having as few roles as possible on your team. If you consider my Bob team, my Kark team, you have Astaroth, which is a tank. You have Kark, which is a warrior. You have Nebula, which is a support. You have Faceless, which was a mage. And then you had Martha, which was a healer. So I had 5 different roles, right? And I'm just thinking like, this is going to be so expensive. This is going to be so expensive. It was making me think about ways to make it less expensive. Dropping Nebula, dropping my support hero out, and adding in Kai and Faceless full time. So Kark, Kai, Faceless, so that I would at least have 4 branches. But then we saw the totals. And a lot of people started considering that mage teams may end up being the best teams to level going forward. Like if anybody asks you, and this is a hypothetical. This was a hypothetical that was true a week ago, but it's less important now. If somebody was going to ask me, "Hey Charlie, I'm a brand new player. What team should I level up?" I would say pick a team that has as few roles as possible. Mage teams have the most heroes of all of the heroes in Hero Wars. I'm sorry, there are more mage heroes than any other hero. So a team filled with mages, like the Twins team. Twins, Lars, Krista, mage. Right? Add in Celeste for your healer. Choose a mage. Right? So that's 3 of the 5. You want to talk about dropping, your support? You can go with Helios back there. What is this? What is this thing? Oh, it's stocks. Something is dropping sharply. Comp is dropping. I don't know what comp is. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so I was considering, and I hadn't done this yet because I just didn't know, but having a team that had 3 mages on it seemed like it'd be the most efficient thing to level, right? It's still incredibly expensive because you got 3 to 5 heroes that required intelligent skin stones. And then you see these totals, right? Everyone just really wants Carney guilds to figure out how the boss raids will play out. Yeah. And then they went for those Carney guilds to spill the beans. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then we see these totals. Like you get 10,000 magic power, right? That's good. That's good. 10,000 magic powers is pretty good. 3,490 magic penetration. It's okay. Yeah. Magic resisted is what it is. A little bit more health, a little bit armor. That's fine. That's fine. But what I'm not seeing here, I'm not seeing a game-breaking amount of stats. I'm not seeing an overwhelming amount of stats that makes me change my mind to level up less roles in a team. Because consider, even though you have less roles, right? I have the tank, and then I have a mage, and then I have a healer, right? 3 roles. Let's just say hypothetically we only got 3 roles. Sure, I'm not leveling up 5 branches. Sure, I'm not leveling up 4 or 5 branches, but now I'm tripling the required intelligent skin stones. And that's why I included this column, or this row right here. So a skin, a magic attack skin is 10,687, more than the entire tree branch gives you. An armor skin is more. Not that armor and magic resist and health really, I mean, it does matter, but it doesn't matter towards, it matters. It does matter. But leveling up a skin for a hero is more important than capping out this branch. It's way more important in some instances. 10,000 magic penetration for a skin versus 3,490. So instead of focusing on teams with fewer roles, you're actually causing yourself more harm than good. If you do, I should say. If you focus on teams with less roles in order to level up more efficiently the tree of wisdom, then you're going to hurt yourself in the long run with skin stones. And we're already seeing that you don't need that much resource. 586 eternal seeds. 586 eternal seeds. And how many can we get with this event? Now, admittedly, this is a one-time only event. But let's take a look at it. Yeah, collect. None. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15. 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29, maybe 30 if I miscounted 1 or 2 there. So you're getting almost 10% of all of the eternal seeds that you need just from this one event. Now that does require you to spend 100,000 emeralds. So we can't forget that point. 100,000 emeralds is kind of wild. But you're going to be able to earn so many of these eternal seeds every stinking week. I don't think it's going to take us that long to max out these tree branches. Now it is not just the skin stones in each hero's ascension. You still need intelligence crystals for each, so you have 1 row. Oh, good point, Klaus. Good point. Now, so if you do have 3 mage heroes, you need triple the intelligence crystals. Good point, Klaus. So you have 1 roll in that big tree, but you may not deal okay with the crystals, and you're definitely not going to have nearly enough skin stones. Thank you for adding that, Klaus. I hadn't thought of that. Once you start adding in a second team, you'll have multiple heroes in each branch. Yeah. Yep. But see, it's hard to have that's a great point, but it's hard to have conversations with new players. And again, guys, if it's not very clear, my channel is it's for new and average players. Like the high-end players, you all are way better than me, and you understand the game on another level than I do. But it's hard to have a conversation with people about their second team when they're having trouble building their first team. If you want to be in the Hall of Fame and get extra resources and emeralds, you need to do max damage while the boss is weak. So Gold Guild will be fighting each other to attack first. Finals, I'm at grade 5 reading level. Thank you for noticing. Woof. The best way is to have 5 branches leveled up. So I'm thinking, and this isn't anything that I'm going to make a video about, I don't think, but this is my thought process. on this account, because I love Kark Daddy, because Kark Thulu is my Lord and Savior, right? I bequeathed my life to Kark on this account anyway, that it might be more beneficial to just stick with the warrior branch first and try to not level up any marksman at all. Try to not level up any marksman at all. And it's really unfortunate because I really want to level up Dante. I think Dante's got some great future ahead of him. I think Artemis is going to surprise us all. And I cannot wait to test her out with max stats. I cannot wait till they add Ascension to max testing so we can really try her out. But aside from that, I don't need any of these heroes. I don't care about Kira, Ginger, you know, Fox, whatever. I'm sad that I'm losing access to Dante by not leveling up the Marksman branch first, but I think the Marksman branch may be the last branch that I level on this account. On here, I get access to Yasmin. I can do a Qing Mao team, which Qing Mao put the business on me. I could level up Qing Mao if I really wanted to. I think a Blessed team with Tristan is worth taking a look at as well. But I think the Warrior team and, of course, the Tank team. Yeah, because you still need your 3 tanks. Having the stats on the tanks is probably more important than any other role. And I'm probably going to use Astaroth, Corvus, and Cleaver with the side of Rufus. I've invested a ton into my Aurora. You can see my Aurora right here is already in orange. I think orange 2 or orange 3. I kind of wish that I didn't because of how strong my Aurora is on my other accounts. I don't want to... Aurora's one of the better tanks. But I think Cleaver is the best tank. So I think Astaroth Cleaver with Corvus Astaroth maybe, and then Rufus. I think that's going to be the 4 tanks that I'm going to invest in. So tank and warrior, probably mage role after that. It's not, you know, it's not a hard and fast thing that I'm discussing here, but this is just kind of how my thought process for this account. I don't feel like the healer branch is going to make much of a difference. So I think the healer branch, I'm going to level up second to last. My Martha already survives so long. So long. My Martha is so tough. I may be using a Thea in the future, and having Thea leveled up with the upgraded ascended skills, the shields, I think that might be more important than the health and the armor and everything that I'm going to gain here. In fact, I'm not really sure what heroes I'm going to level up. Oh, I'm sorry. I was out of frame there. Sorry about that. I don't think that healers really need these stats. My Martha's by far not the last. I think my Martha dies last on every fight. I think Artemis will always have a huge disadvantage because of Helios, and now most people have him because of Yasmin, so I'm not really worried about it here. Oh, Klaus, true. Very true. Dante, however, is a beast and exceptionally hard to counter. Yeah, you're right. What is the best way to counter Dante? Magic damage. Dodge is really only countered by magic. Crit hit is so easily countered. Yeah. So I think Marksman last. And healer probably second to last. I don't think I actually use any control heroes on this account. I use Jorgen a little bit. I should stop jumping back and forth. I do use Jorgen a little bit on this account. Gaining the health would be nice, I guess. Gaining the magic attack would be nice. But see, like, you know, I look at this, right, guys? And I'm just like, oh, yeah, these stats are fantastic. Like, any control hero would love to have these. But then I go and I look at my control hero. I go and I look at my Jorgen. And I'm like, I don't even have all of his skins unlocked. I barely have any of his skins leveled up. Guys, stats are so unimportant in this game. Stats are so unimportant. Yeah, but does Jorgen really need you any stats? Exactly. Diorman exactly right. So I think actually control may be last. Maybe I do control last. Maybe I do healer control. Maybe I push Marksman up a little bit so I can level up Dante. Maybe that's the play. How much you need to invest on supports to be useful? Very low, Abdurum. Very, very, very low. For the most part, you really just need to get their stats high enough to keep them alive, and you need to have their skills maxed out. Get their artifact weapon to 3rd star, and you'll start seeing benefits out of them from that point on. Very, very unnecessary to invest a ton into support heroes. On Facebook. On mobile, it's a different story. My supports are on 40K. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think for the most part, getting them to 50 or 60K will probably be the most that you'll ever need them until you start really needing to get into the end game stuff. I raised all 7 of the first level, then started working on raising them all the second level. Now I'm focusing on mage to get it up to level 4 at least before I'm sure you'll finish that comment there. Does Jordan really need... How much you need to invest? Judges that need stats to be OP. Bat fast. Don't forget dodge can be bested by pure damage as well. Yeah, yeah. Pure damage was one of the original ways to counter Aurora before Isaac came along. But now Isaac so easily counters her. When you're up against 700k teams. Bubba Hotep, I agree. But with Abdurm having his supports at 40k, and I don't know what the rest of his teams are. But, I mean, I look at this team right here. 600k, 614k. I'm easily beating 700k teams. And my Sebastian is... Well, my Sebastian's double that at 80k. But I think my Sebastian has... Let's see. My Sebastian has a pets. I think my Sebastian's got that Albus on there. I'm not sure how that works though, with the change. Isaac is at 70k at 5k. Nebs is at 65. Maxed out Maya plus Albus is a beast. Oh, I bet she is. I bet she is. You know what? I've actually been meaning to promote this Cleaver for a while. I keep putting it off. Boom. Yeah. Buy this from the Outland shop. Unfortunately, I need that on Kark as well, or on Astaroth as well. Ooh, Lycanthrope's Fangs. Oof. Oof. Creates. I'm still not sure what Cleaver team I'm going to build. I'm still not sure what Cleaver team. I just don't know what to do with him. Can you show how to level Martha, please? Health first. Martha is brought along to keep your allies alive. Her ultimate is based on her level, her green ability, her single target heal. Her self heal is based on health. Her totem is based on magic attack, and her violet ability is also based on health. So for the most part, usually with supporting heroes, not just support heroes, but supporting heroes, all of that, I like to put health first. You're going to want to get her artifact 3 stars, her artifact weapon, and then just keep her alive as best you can. What did you say? I have all the groups to level 4 Tree of Wisdom. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. My Astaroth is at 120,000. Nice, nice. I'm not going to build Cleppy. No, I'm not going to build Cleppy. I was leveling her up. Peppy. I was leveling her up with Cleaver. Where are you? But I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to mess with her. I could, but I don't think so. Although the Boldness Shield plus Putrefaction may end up being a pretty solid choice against the boss. Yeah, Theory, you got to type in 7 to get the free gift. Maybe Cleppy is the play. Pink hair and pigtails. How can you go wrong? Cleppy is too risky to invest right now? Yeah. A lot of stuff is going to change as I continue to level up my second team. I'd like to put Cleaver with Kark somehow. Because if I don't use Cleaver with Kark, because I'm thinking about using Astaroth, I'm thinking about doing the Astaroth, Corvus, Yasmin team. Astaroth, Corvus, Morgan, Yasmin, Dorian, Sebastian. And then putting Nebula with my Kark full time, and then plugging in Cleaver there. That could work. That could work. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it on a couple of teams here. Whenever my arena cooldown comes back down, we'll try it. We'll try it. Who 89? Elmer is 57k. Cleaver with Daredevil team. I don't have Daredevil leveled up either. I just can't help but think that Dante is going to be the play. Like, Dante is the better Kark at this point. I hate to say it, Kark Daddy. I'm not sure why I keep calling all these different heroes Daddy. It's Cleve Daddy. And Kark is Kark Cthulhu. Lord Kark Cthulhu. How many dwarfs did Snow White shack up with? I feel like we have a dirty joke that I can't repeat on the live stream coming. Oh, man. It's so weird. Cleaver Kark Peppy is not bad if it wasn't for the Sea of Auroras. Yeah. I wonder if, like... Man, I really wish we could test with pets. I really wish we could do testing with pets. There's so many things about this game. I just get so mad sometimes about this stupid max testing business. Is it this team? No. Is it this team? No. Jimmy's team? Here we go. All right, Cleaver, Kark, Martha, Isaac. Maybe I don't use Martha. Maybe I do Faceless with Sebastian. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Let's try... Still no healer. Kark with Faceless. I don't like how Nebula is not next to Kark. This could be interesting. If I can't use Sebastian on this team... What's the best counter for an Elves team? I don't know. David, I don't know. I don't think I've ever come across any Elves teams. He has Kark at max level on his server 25 account? Oh, not quite, Tanya. Not quite. Or, I'm sorry, D. Warman. He's not quite maxed out yet. I gotta ascend him 5 ranks, and I gotta get his the warrior tree branch leveled up too. Well, Darth, you can look at the... If you look at the look at his hook ability, you can see his hook ability. His hook ability is not knocking people back, because remember his hook got upgraded as well. But it's possible that I'm just killing everybody too quickly. And his putrefaction isn't lasting 20 seconds either. So they haven't added the skills in yet. Drop Isaac and add Kai. I mean, I'm beating the twins just fine right here, but I know there's no pets here. We can try it with Kai. Let's try this. Cleaver, Kark, Nebula. This isn't gonna work with Nebula either. Meh. This could be fun. I wish we could test this with pets, man. I just wish we could test this with pets. What is my opinion on Elmir? I think I like the look of him more than I like him as a hero. He's great with Daredevil teams on mobile. Need to recheck the calendar again. The calendar? I don't seem to be having much trouble defeating these teams without pets. Let's see if I can find a Twins team in the arena. Oh, here's a Twins team. All right. So we're going to have to use Sebastian. We're going to have to use Sebastian because of that Jorgen. And we know that Kai works out well. So let's just stick Kai in there. We had the Great Storm back in September. I checked yesterday. Yeah, I think it... I mean, isn't it due again? October, November? Maybe it's not due yet. Maybe it's not due yet. What are the differences between Facebook and web? Oh, Mr. LOL, there's a lot. There's a lot. No, very little? No, Deworming, there's a lot that's different. Wait, if we're talking about a specific hero, then there's not a lot that's different. Check the calendar. It's the 13th hour on the 13th day of the 13th month. Smarch weather. Let's spend 3,500 skin stones on Cleaver. Let's see. What's the most important stat for Cleaver? Is it strength or armor? I guess it's probably armor. Can't go wrong with shark skin. But man, this new beach skin. Whew. Which skin do you guys like better? I need to make that poll. I'm going to make that poll once this video ends. Which Cleaver skin is better? Beach Daddy skin? Shark Daddy skin? Beach. Life's a beach in your hair, dude. Shark skin? I dig the Barbarian. Okay, I like the big axe. Okay. If September, then it would be later in the month for early December. Okay, all right. I was hoping that it was going to be this month, the pet event. Beach for sure. Beach skin, I think the shark looks tacky. Oh man, the tacky shark skin is the reason why I'm playing Hero Wars. Come on, guys. If you guys knew your Hero Wars Central lore, you would know better. Figgleslow says shark. Griff says shark. Peter Pulvermucker says shark. For this Cleaver poll, must you have Cleaver and said skins to vote? No. Shark skin during Sharknado season. Barbarian beats all. Man. I am so tempted to leave my guild. I've never been more tempted. I've never been more tempted to leave my guild and join a gold guild than I am now. When the ascension skills for Cleaver were announced, I've never thought more about leveling up Cleaver. You guys know I can't do a... Here, let me show you. Griff says Shark Skin got Cleaver banned from public pools. I'm going to show you a skin that gets my video demonetized. Hero Wars fan kits, wallpapers. No, it was a sticker. I think it was the sticker. Yeah. I think every time I use this sticker, my videos get demonetized in a thumbnail. Every time I use this sticker in the thumbnail. Why would Gold Guild help? I need the string. I need the gladiator skin, or the champion skin. I need the champion skin. Just put the sticker on Discord. Why did I get suspended last year? Griff, somebody reported me that I was trading in-game rewards for personal information. Please move to server 1. No chance. No chance. I like this skin a lot. It's pretty savage, but it requires gold trophies. Beach skin it is. And we're just going to dump 3k skin stones into a physical attack skin that Cleaver does not need. All right. Yeah, helps his putrefaction, I guess. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, man. How far have you come on your new web account? I don't want to talk about it. Can I show you the champion skin? Yeah. It's right here. The Cleaver champion skin. It's right here. Physical attack isn't really necessary for tanks. It would just be nice to have, right? It'd be good to have. I'm not worried about it yet. Like I'm not trying to quit and leave the guild right now yet, because obviously I have 1, 2, 3, 4 other skins to level up before I need that skin, before I need this 5th skin. So it's not a huge priority. This is about to be me next weekend, though. You know what? This would be so easy to cosplay. This would be so easy to cosplay. Hold on. There it is. I mean, it's not exactly... It's not exactly the same hook. What he's got in his left hand. But you can get that. This is from Disney's Moana. I was at a birthday party once. I was at a kid's birthday party, and for one of the boys' cousins, and she got 2 of these. She got 2 of these for her birthday. So that's how I remember it. So I could get that. And then I could find, I mean, this is all super easy to find. I could find a puka shell necklace. I could find a straw hat, get some flowers on there. I could find I could cosplay this. I really need to like thicken up though, right? Close enough. His head is so low in that skin. Yeah, he's like hunched over, isn't he? Cleaver has 2 impossible skins to get. And beach skin is exclusive. Not to forget that he himself is impossible to get. Yeah. It would be cheaper than anything Nexters offers. Okay. All right. So live stream tomorrow, guys, is at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Just, you know, playing with my peach over here. 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 1:30 a.m. Excuse me, 2:30 a.m. UTC. I really need to change this slideshow. I really need to change it. Like I said, I'm willing to bet there's not an event tomorrow. There's probably not an event. If there is an event, we'll probably know by about 10 a.m. Central Time on Facebook and web. If Loadrunner leaks anything about a brand new event, I'm going to probably talk about it tomorrow morning in a video. And if he does not, then I don't know. It is what it is. Third day you've said you need to change it. You can see how little of a priority it is for me. It's a much higher priority for me than Nexter's changing the Kira Sebastian bug on mobile, but here we are. So I guess that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out. Pretty good stream today. Cleaver Peppy, Cleppy, how to counter. Aura Peppy, Aurepi, however you pronounce it. Why does Hero Wars false advertise? Because legally it's not false advertising. But it's a technicality and it's BS, and I don't like it either. JPC. Sorry. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.